was reserving my comments until we had a chance to hear all of the alternatives. And so let me just start off by saying this. And I appreciate Councilmember Reamer's look at trying to figure out a way to address the needs. And I think that we've gotten to the point where we understand that the two proposals in terms of bus rapid transit along 355 and M83 are separate. And it goes back to exactly what I talked about before. There are people who are able and fortunate enough to utilize the mass transit that we do have in the county or proposed mass transit. But there are some to where that option does not work. It does not fit their family and what their needs are. And so if we have a highway that's predicated on the initial development that we have in these areas, to then take that away and say, well, now you're forced to change your family model, to change the things that you know you can do, and say, I'm going to force you onto mass transit and make you change everything that you do in your life, is not what we want. We want to provide, whenever I hear us talk about transportation, we talk about options. And Councilmember Reamer addressed this and said, I want to provide options. I want to make sure that people have the ability. He's absolutely right. People need to be afforded the options. They need to be afforded the option to drive and also afforded the option to be able to use mass transit if it's so convenient and works with their individual family model and their individual preferences. And I think the way to support that is by doing something along the lines of Alternative 3. And let me say, the other key in this is that, because Councilmember Reamer had mentioned about Gaithersburg East, even under the original proposal, Gaithersburg East does not come to this council until January of 2019. Am I correct? That's correct. So it's a new council anyway. And so as they're developing and analyzing what it is, regardless of what the planning board sends over and recommends, the new council can make any changes to that they want to at that time. And so there is no finality that truly is there under this council when it comes to Gaithersburg East. And Germantown, I think, is after that. Am I not correct? Correct. So then none of this comes before any of us as this current council. Neither Gaithersburg nor Germantown comes before this council. And so from that perspective, it does not have an impact on our master plans that are before us. So the concern that you had in terms of it actually affecting the properties and us making adjustments in terms of those master plans won't be decided by this council anyway. They'll be decided by the new council. And so from that perspective, from my looking at this, Alternative 3 matches what's going on here. We're going to have a new council that's going to take this up, and it's really going to have to really look at and take a hard look and determine what the future of M83 is and what the potential options. It'll be around the same time as we'll have cost estimates regarding BRT 355 North. There'll be all of those things that'll come together before this council for it to make robust decisions about what it wants to do. I think that's the best way for us to go, something that, again, involves the community, involves the decision makers of the time, which will be the new council, all coming together to figure out how to make this work. And so I would hope that the committee will support Alternative 3, which really is more in line with everything that everybody's said so far.